Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, worldwide. Renegade is here. The man, Renegade there. The man when afraid, man, not the wilderness. Keep it between and honest one here. All right, so we have some things to deal with. No matter what said that, we have more than that to deal with, yeah? But yes, we have enough things to deal with. But first, make me just say, happy Earth Strong to me, to our granddaughter. Okay, wait. We are Earth Strong today, you know? Yeah, man, the 4th of July. Yeah, that the food gonna come up soon too. You see grandfather, granddad have all kind of people surrounding him. See? So that's a big arrow. I put up some things with her and big arrow. But you see a firearm owner in a St. Elizabeth, them say my 38 and them kill film girlfriend. And then come up with some strange thing when tell the police that must go on them for all him. Then we want feature Holness now with him flip-flop ways. I will go back at 18 and a half years, because when I go back when him say, him tell Portia similar, say, hey, everything by watch, deal with it. And when I go back to the lies and tell about the PMP mash up the place and no road, no repair and everything. Him forgot, some of a job for 18 and a half years. But me I forgot schooling in the day with them lies. The lie, it's wicked, it's terrible. And then tough time with some people put up something, the hospital charter, it linen. Nothing at all now, but yet they spend the most money at the hospital. These are the questions you have to ask. One is, I rip through your foolishness, and yes, because I put it up to and you go and pay your PR ways, you say no money not there to fix the road. But when you fix a little 100 feet of road, you always a cut ribbon way, that costs millions for you and your friend. For these opening cars, millions. The money they could have put up and say, we can't have this guy go around like him, I eat that, and stop him. And by the way, I say, one of them New Jersey, I want to put up this too. One of the senator, one of them guy, Jamaican American advocate, as family request, members of New Jersey always advocate, congressional delegation launch an inquiry into the third country national agreement signed between Jamaica and United States. So he requests that, yeah, because they want to see what them sign and them things. So they will see it. See, I'm thinking it open because Andrew Holness them take the people of Jamaica for idiot, take them for a ride. So we have to leave with that the case thing. But first, let me just put up something with Kerrian because I fear Earth Strong. So, let me just play something with her. So hold on.
What kind of music? What kind of music show are you?
The same one I play.
Yeah, man.
To turn up our music.
Yeah, that's Kerrian doing our thing. I'm put her up there. Yes, that's her. It's Kerrian. Yeah, man. Father God bless her, make sure see many, many, many moons. But yeah, so man, many, 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 many moons. Yeah, man. Decades of decades of decades, like 100 decades of moon. Yes. Yes, yeah, man. If you are Earth Strong today, a celebration. So you know that go. All right. Yeah, man. That's Kerrian. Earth Strong, so you know it already. Nice. Yeah, man. Grandpa Mount, All right, so make we start with a guy. People, police, let me straighten up a little case of our soon because it hard when a family lose them daughter this way. 20-year-old in a St. Elizabeth. And when I play this phone, I want to just hear the garbage. So Andrew, we're gonna come knock your hard on this because I'll be a garbage I go with. But I have to straighten up a case with the police because the guy should have been behind bars. I'm for charge of murder at the same time. Hear this.
In Party District, St. Elizabeth, today after a woman was killed during a bizarre incident with her common-law partner. The victim has been identified as 20-year-old Anishka Thompson, a student from the community. Now, police sources say about 8:30 a.m.
Yeah, my granddaughter. Yeah. Yep, man. Yep. Hear this. Hear this. Hear this.
Thompson was at her house with her 38-year-old boyfriend when the incident happened. The man told detectives that he was getting ready for work when he removed his licensed firearm from a safe and put it on a table. Police say he told detectives that he was in the process of loading the weapon when Thompson playfully took up the firearm, and in an attempt to retrieve it from her, the gun went off.
So man, what you tell the people them say? You talk bullshit. So you are going to work, and girlfriend, he might go to work, and then took the gun from the safe. So you're in your house, and you keep the gun, you put it in your safe. That's so a red flag because you are sleep with the gun side of your finite breaking car. You put the gun in your safe, you ever get breaking in your place, or you reach your safe to pull out your gun. Remember, you put your gun maybe when you go foreign or something. But in your room, you don't keep your gun in your safe. But anyway, you keep your gun in your safe. That is not for your safety though. Because if you get breaking by you for opening up your things for defend yourself, maybe man enter and mash you up already. So I think people keep them gun with them. You know? Alright, anyway. Him send to cut him gun him go work. So when you take out your gun out of the safe, why not put it on the table? You don't put it in your waist, or put it in your holster. It doesn't make no sense, right? Yes, it don't make no sense. So you take out your gun and you put it on the table, and then your girlfriend take it up. Your girlfriend, we have to Yankee. Your girlfriend take it up, she take it up, and then you want retrieve. What do you mean by retrieve? Your police are friend, man. Yeah, so you are retrieve. All you gotta say, hey, your girlfriend, say if she name A or B, I say, hey, pass the gun. And then why she not take it up a plate? So how it turn, feet shoot her. It can be a struggle. So if you retrieve it, you don't understand her pass from a gun and she like give up. You retrieve it and it shoot, see? And kill her. So if she take it up, how it turn to she to shoot her. Then police, when they really put out this, I see this guy some money, him have some money I go, you know. Who know that put out a statement, you never get locked up too. This a clear shoot, this a clear murder. Something make him shoot her. Him a 38, she a 20. What's he got? 18 years. 18. Something make him shoot her though. Yes. You understand? Him not intimidate him shoot her. Something make him shoot her. Him shoot her. But wait, the story this is a story and not even dumpy story. I don't know what. You are retrieve the firearm and the shooter. Return to and then when you retrieve a firearm more than you get up and you get ready to go work. And you take out the gun. You're ready to use the gun, but you put it on the table. But you put it in a safe. And put your life more in a danger. You put and lock it in a safe. And you and she alone in there. But you take it out now and put it on the table, you go work, and then she take it up. And you retrieve it from her and shoot her and kill her. Retrieve it and kill the girl. This where the police put out don't make no sense. But I cut through and your foolishness in there too, you know. But this, listen, police go charge the man for murder and charge the police them write the statement, might get money too. Bribe and something. This is garbage. This is you really write who take a statement and write this and I wait for postmortem. This is garbage. If you put something on the ground, on the table, and she take it up, you don't tell her, honey, pass, how you call her name and she give you. Or you retrieve it, return to she and shoot her. And retrieve. You never heard when I'm using retrieve. Police write the statement with him. Him shoot her and shoot the people in that and kill her. You retrieve something. She not turn the gun to herself. And then you retrieve it and now the trigger pull. Free shooter. You retrieve it. Or turn to her and shoot her. Because you retrieve something that you haven't seen as much. This don't make no sense. Retrieve. Police are not right, man. You're not right. We don't do better than this. We don't get paid now to do this shit. We don't get this a murder though. Yeah. No care what, me can't even look through what him say because it don't make no sense. Minto, you in charge. So if you get some money, your boy them get some money on the robot, this, you know, and charge the man, you know. We should even let this in the public. This is garbage. You put on a gun on the table. You not sleep with your gun, you know. You put it on a table. You put it in your safe. And you go to work. That means you don't take it out of your safe and put a matter of fact, me like him that load it. And I retrieve it for just like this. So I'm putting in gun then it's unload, right? Let me play it back.
Student from the community. Now, police sources say about 8:30 a.m., Thompson was at her house with her 38-year-old boyfriend when the incident happened. The man told detectives that he was getting ready for work when he removed his licensed firearm from a safe and put it on a table.
On a table. So if you get ready, you don't move your gun and you don't do what you do, you all style. So you put it on a table. So you take it out there, get ready, and you not sleep with it. And I hear she did it. And you keep it now safe. And she's so gun happy that this is your girlfriend, and she take up the gun and play with it. Take up the gun and look on it, playful way. And then you are retrieve it from her and shoot her. So if you attack to me and you have a gun and you retrieve it, or it turn to her, I just want to understand. Can I not understand this? That the turn to her and the trigger pull and the shoot her. Police, this doesn't make no sense who get paid. Give him back your money, you forget charged. But what about that statement here? This is bullshit. Hear this.
Police say he told detectives that he was in the process of loading the weapon when Thompson playfully took up the firearm and in an attempt to retrieve it from her, the gun.
In an attempt to load it. And she playfully took up the firearm. Remember, in an attempt to, that means not load. And she take it up. You're load it, that means not load. That make it even worse. And then you retrieve it from her. And it shoot her, a gunman load it. You put it on a table, and you make a attempt now, attempt to load it, to put it in a magazine. She take up the gun, you know, and you are retrieved from her and shoot her. But the magazine, you say it never even load. Listen what the police them get to Jamaican people now. Me tell you, say them are said to, you know, be like dissect these things. Yeah? Me can't tell them, hey, police, let me tell you something. When me go up on range, and them are tell me but the whole safety and everything. Listen. This I me not forgot to know. This is garbage. We know about the safety and everything. I'm gonna have to explain to them now that this is garbage. And when I say no, the statement no make no sense whatsoever. I'm kill the woman, kill the people and pity. This is garbage. It show me off because this just 20-year-old. You know, you're 30 and you can just come and say this garbage. And you say you're gonna load the weapon and I retrieve it and it turn and shoot her. The gun turn one somewhere and shoot her. This sick. Look at the young girl, look at.
And put it on a table. Police say he told detectives that he was in the process of loading the weapon when Thompson playfully took up the firearm and in an attempt to retrieve.
So, you load the weapon when it's still up on the table because she took up the firearm. So if you load the weapon, you don't have the weapon in your hand to load it. And I put about load neither because you put in a magazine. So you don't have the weapon to put in the magazine. So how should take it up off of the table if you not attempt to load it? And how it empty, so how it shoot, it make it worse. How it shoot the lady, how it shoot the little young girl. Oh. Then the detective, them take this and I lock up your cloth. Them take payment. Them are not police. Listen, this explanation is garbage. Let me just tell them don't assent to this. It no make no sense whatsoever. No sense. Them help build this scheme. Take maybe a piece of food. This no make no name sense. You put on a weapon and you're out for load it. But she take it off of the table, you know. And you are retrieve it and it shoot her. That don't make no sense. The weapon could not pipe and shape, she take it up. And then you retrieve it, you know better than that because you know firearm safety. Or it turn to she and shoot her. And it never loaded. Can you make a 10 figure load? And then why you don't take it out and safe and put on a table? Then after now, can you make a 10 figure load, but she take it up. And you retrieve it and it shoots you and kill her. Even the police tell me, right, this is bullshit, my friend. This statement is bullshit. This is all the Jamaica constable and only really put this and give this to news. You think it could give some Canadian police this shit? Or some US police this shit? This sounds sensible too, no wanna put up, wanna take people for done same way, no man. Hey, wanna go give the people them some justice to them data here. Lock him up and the police them and take this statement up and put out this is shit. And them to get charged to. Time for them to stop take shit. And take a piece of food. This one put out on the car with right, you know. Coming on no love withdraw statement. See? But this is garbage. So I'm not lock up. Let me play it again. Come if you're listening good.
In Party District, St. Elizabeth, today after a woman was killed during a bizarre incident with her common-law partner. The victim has been identified as 20-year-old Anishka Thompson, a student from...
So look on this now. Some problem there. 20. I'm at 30 yet. I'm talking about him business and me about something. So I'm planning to kill her because she's just 20, young girl. You shoot her. See, but what you talk about, you keep your gun in the safe. Not even the people that work on you for putting some code for to cut the gun, you were dead. You keep your gun in the safe. You go work, you take out the man, and you take out the gun from the safe now. And put it on the table. Then you out for one, go load it. That means it's empty. And she took up the gun. If she took up the gun, or you retrieve it, you just ask her for the gun. What do you mean by retrieve? That don't even make no sense again, brother. Of course, it can be. That don't make no sense. So you retrieve a gun. Instead of you ask her for your gun, why do you retrieve a gun? What do you mean by retrieve? When the police tell me right, no make no sense. If me take up a water, yeah, and you want the water, they man, that's a lonesome. You water, pass the water back up for me now. I mean, I give it. You know, retrieve it and like that's struggle or something. But by the way, if me take it up, if it's a gun, or it turn to me if you shoot me. Or the gun turn and shoot me. It can't make no sense. Because I not take it up and turn it on myself like this. Yeah? So, oh, you take up a gun, you have to load it, and you have to retrieve it, and it shoot the young girl and kill her. It not be in a magazine. Can you say you can put gun? Listen, not my word, you know. This is what the police them put out to sense everything. Police, remember me dissect everything around here, you know. Don't put out them fuck creep on nobody. Him kill the people, them data. You better lock him up. You mean to where I watch you if you get a piece of food too, you know. Because this shouldn't even come out. This is garbage. Play it again.
From the community. Now, police sources say about 8:30 a.m., Thompson was at her house with her 38-year-old boyfriend when the incident happened. The man told detectives that he was getting ready for work when he removed his licensed firearm from a safe and put it on a table. Police say he told detectives that he was in the process of loading the weapon when Thompson playfully took up the firearm, and in an attempt to retrieve it from her, the gun went off, injuring Miss Thompson.
All the guns went playfully take it off. Eh? And when the table, what kind of table? Nightstand table. So she take it off. And you playfully take it off. You don't load it yet, you know. You're in the attempt to go load it. She playfully take it off. And the gun went off. You retrieve it and it went off and kill she. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna, hey, them liars sound like an Andrew Holness, right? Them, you know, right? That scripture. That's so I'm lying, you know. Andrew, the lie this thing. This scripture, it sound like one of Andrew Holness script. This is a dangerous script. All I can tell you, this is murder. Yes. This is a garbage. It's serious. This doesn't make no sense. Play again.
Thompson was rushed to hospital where she was pronounced dead. A ballistics reports and post-mortem are being awaited by detectives to assist in their investigation.
She get gunshot, so I wait for ballistic report and post-mortem way. All the gun turn to her and shoot her. And when they retrieve more than in the axe and she'll give. And she does the same and put him out for put in the magazine. So all shoot her without magazine. Just listen to the report, no man. Let me move this. This will throw me off. Let me move it fast. But this is a murder here. No to worry about that. That's a garbage. Let me just tell you from now. Yeah. They're gonna turn film direction. And if he won't even retrieve it like they all turn to she violently and shoot her. It just don't make no sense. And but me, you know what supposed to do? Or the police them really put out this as a statement. Can you couldn't take this as a statement and lock him up? And you know, wait on the postmortem, she get gunshot. I remember if I want shot and it knock her out, maybe it's a hard shot that or a head shot, something. Yeah? But how the gun reach to her to shoot her. She got to pull to, you know. Oh, yes. So how man even reaching at that if she give him back something and you retrieve it and shoot her? This is how Jamaica run, Jamaica is not a real place in a job. This is how Jamaica run, them can get through. Them can just put up this garbage and police take money, yeah, take money and then put up this. And then our people, them not listen good. Me that I said this shit. This is murder. And this a police cover up. This a criminal JCF making the money and put it out. So when you ignore this, them let him go and give them a couple mil and it good. Play fully, you know. Take it up. Play fully. And him a retrieve it. It not shot him, you know. It shot she. Eh? Him know about safety a gun. See? But you know, kill the people and picnic. Eh? All this shot get selected. You know, him say him not loaded yet, you know. So him not put in the breach. Him not put one there yet. But somewhere camera loaded, but somewhere it load and it shoot her. Yeah? These are the garbage what we hear all the time from the police. This is when them get paid to come up dirty things. Him kill her because of something. Him kill her. Yeah. Not a case of solve, man. What you mean? I solve this with this. But me I tell the police them stop. This coming like when they put bigger than and them say bag man round there. When you look, when we drop the car, you can see them stop him car and fling around 3 bullets through the windshield. Lick him same way. When you look at the car, big shootout with police, not other scratch. Them eliminate him. Until like say them come and gun. And then, you know, take our people have a front duty. Remember them threatening to kill him. No film Virgin Margaret and you see that I'm a studio, you know. I'm a son produce tune with him, you know, Margaret and sing to, you know. You run we around Lucian and them and them thing there. So, you know, when them come up with this garbage, we have to rub it out like bigger than. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. You understand? So this is what them do. And we know in the foolishness. Yeah. Or you retrieve something and your girlfriend and she does at the bed there, so you retrieve it. Eh? You retrieve it. And the gun turn round, you know, magazine up there, one see the cup and blow away. And them a wait for post-mortem. That it don't make no sense. Oh, the gun turn to her and the bullet fire. Eh? We ask the family. Oh, it turn to her and bullet fire. It don't make no sense. When you wake up, go charge them. And the police will put out that statement, the detective, them to get charged too. Go check them and check them bank account and them. Go check them get paid for do this shit. Them get paid. If you come and write foolishness. Yeah? Maybe my happy man, my friend. But I can tell you, this don't make sense. It don't make no sense. You see? Just that alone, me I tell you no. We don't get to the argument straight. Remember mash up Andrew Holness right now. Because him will have to mash him up, you know. Because I remember him come up and say, when Portia seems similar, talks, Andrew not attack, 8 months after she swearing, 8 months, 2 weeks. When Rebecca asked me, remember what Andrew said? Everything pan fear watch. Do what you have to do. A matter of fact, this is what Andrew said. Come here for play 18 and a half. Look how I crack up him case for him now. Me have some crack cases in the morning. Hear this. Let me play this first. And then I go to Andrew and him thinks like foolishness. Hear this. Hear this.
And the leader of the opposition, Andrew Holness, joins us live this evening to give us his take. And we start out with the most difficult question that ever asked of him. What did you like about the speech?
That's truly a difficult question. No, the speech had some goodies. Notably, of course, the increasing of the the age for the benefit of persons for NHT. That's one. And the establishment of a medical facility and oncology center. That's good. And the establishment of a hospital in the western region. That's good, and we give credit for that.
Well, let's...
I'm telling you, these are the children hospital where you see them a pose up and things like Andrew. Blueprint, she get the money and everything. She does the election, does twist. And him then if he just go and push it through. So Andrew, him say it. This is 2012, you know. September 2012 this. Continue.
Turn to the IMF talks. The Prime Minister says you're in no position to complain because the administration of which you were a part was to blame. Why should Jamaicans accept your criticism, given your...
So you hear this? People listen this good. Hey, you need, we want to listen this where Andrew has said. You listen him word, you know. Listen him word. Because him a blame her. That's just 8 months, you know. And why you listen Andrew Holness keenly. Where him say, but Mama P. Because I remember them go back and bring back the IMF, you know. Him a part of the cabinet to bring back the IMF. He was a prime minister too. Right? She beat him. Right? But why you listen him keenly, where him a say, Firearm, listen here.
Your own troubles meeting the 500?
I think the Prime Minister is missing the moment. This moment requires leadership. The country has a sense that all the indications are going in the wrong direction. People want reassurance. People want to know that there is somebody at the helm who has a sense of direction. The speech should have been about hope, motivation, confidence.
Some say the speech should be about hope, motivation, and confidence. Yeah. Yeah. Why you listen to this, you know? So him like tell people things to just keep them nice. Mama P tell them as is, like Michael Mann to them. Hear this now.
Instead of blame and same political regurgitation. Motivation, confidence. Instead of blame and same political regurgitation.
Instead of blame and same regurgitation. Eh? Play it again.
Confidence. Instead of blame and same political regurgitation. So I'm not going to join the Prime Minister in that. I will say, however, that the Prime Minister is now in charge of the country, and all of these things are happening on her watch. And
let me play about this again. So the Prime Minister now in charge of the country, and all like that, I'm fear what? Listen again.
About hope, motivation, confidence, instead of blame and same political regurgitation. So I'm not going to join the Prime Minister in that. I will say, however, that the Prime Minister is now in charge of the country.
Yes.
And all of these things are happening on her watch. And she should deal with them effectively instead of trying to blame the opposition.
You hear this now? You know that, you know? I'm going to play back something for Andrew Holness now, you know. So I'm saying, instead of blame the opposition, she just go in 8 months and 2 weeks. And then Andrew Russia said she do this, and she said, no, but you have no talk. Remember, this me just take the country from you. Same time, you know. But no mash up. Hear what I'm saying? Hear this.
This one that I really want to ask. Will the political culture ever change, where ministers are responsible for their portfolios and we don't have to hear from the Prime Minister?
Well, that's not a good question, if I may say so. The culture in the Westminster system is that the Prime Minister is ultimately responsible. And the Prime Minister should speak and should lead, as it is in any country. Yes, ministers do have their responsibilities, but the truth is, it is the Prime Minister that is responsible. I think what Jamaicans are saying is that they don't necessarily want to have a prime minister who's always talking. But when there is a sense that things are not going in the direction that they want it to go, people want to hear reassurance. They want to hear that the prime minister has a grasp of what is happening and a direction. That inures confidence. And especially for the business sector, people want to know that the prime minister has a handle on the economy itself, because the prime minister makes the ultimate decisions. And we would have loved to hear that from the speech.
And speaking of hearing, her advisor Delana Franklin says she didn't address some issues because of time.
When you hear this, you hear the party again, you know. Listen good, can I blame now when I blame the same PNP for 18.5 years, you know. I'm going to dissect that too. Hear this.
Well, time is always a constraint. It's always very difficult on the conference floor, but you should prioritize. As I said, the moment now that the nation wants is to hear their prime minister declare a direction, not a compilation of all the small things and taking credit for things that the opposition has done, which is part of the hypocrisy. The opposition is being blamed for the economy, but yet the projects of the opposition are being used to fill out the list.
Only project you have are the one the IMF where she have to build back. Can you take the people their money and never pay them back? So it mash up the country more. You hear what I'm saying? The opposition, the prime minister blame, the government blame them. And then taking project. Only project was the IMF and it did mash up. So if you restart that and build it from scratch, hear this.
Of achievements. You can't have it both ways. I would say that with the difficulties that the country is now experiencing, people are frustrated, people are realizing that promises made are not being kept, people are...
People realize promises made not being kept. Andrew talk about himself, that's you know. Hear this again.
Realizing that the problems that were being experienced under the previous administration are the same problems now, so they are not party specific.
So the problem under the previous, that a FEMA administration, him said the same problem now. But Mama P must blame him because they're on watch.
Fundamental institutional problem. People want to hear something that is motivational, inspirational, transformational. People want to be lifted and given hope. And I think this speech did not do that.
Alas, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much.
Okay. So this is Andrew Holness. This is Andrew Holness. I tell Mama P say everything depend on watch. Don't blame we. And the same problem where him did have, and the same problem she have. We should come over to her for true. Right? But she have to set it. And him say blame now. Are you a problem now? But here Andrew now. Remember I'm just talk about blame. Remember I'm Russia 8 months in. And she said, but you can't talk to me because I've found a problem this. Where we have a, he must say, no, you are the prime minister. You have to deal with it. But hear this. Here Andrew the other day now. After how much years after Porsche, you know, him gone back at 18.5 years. And look how I dissect it. Hear this. These are the same Andrew Holness.
What is the root of our problems today? It is the bad policies of the PNP.
These are the same Andrew Holness, you know. These are the same Andrew Holness and these germs. Let me just show now this guy. This guy does tell Mama P. Everything the pan your watch deal with it. Remember them destroy the place. No, I'm going in past where him destroy and gone at 18.5 years. And hear the lies. I'm not going to dissect the whole lies through now. Right? Continue. This is why I'm giving the people them. After I'm telling Mama P, say, listen, it depends on what deal with it. 10 years plus. But this is why I'm come with liquor before the election. Yeah? Hear this. Hear where I got to know. Hear this. 1990s.
If we're going to have a history lesson, we must just do it honestly.
And them put him in there so and cut off for him saying economic. But let me show you the lies. Look here now. Hear this.
FinSAC was a homegrown domestic crisis wholly caused by the PNP, for which we are now only just recovering.
So that is a lie. FinSAC done and gone. FinSAC saved the country. Yeah? He mash up the country. He man boost them with the same IMF deal with them and mash up the country. Him say FinSAC do that, you know, according to him. And you're going to point out something with FinSAC now when they're rubbish completely. Yeah? Listen this. Listen this. Remember, you know, at the state take over and pay back these people. And you want to know if the people then they get pay back? Listen out time one mouth. Remember, every year you have a budget. Every year. The budget right now are like nearly 1.4 trillion dollar. 1,400,000,000,000, 400 billion. Yeah? That's the budget right now. What are you? We never have them budget here. Back in the 90s. Yeah? But I'm going to show you something. Just listen when I'm talking, I'm going to dissect him. Hear this. Hear the lies. Remember, you know, him a blame, not to destroy the country, but him pass Mama P, pass Bruce, and gonna 18.5 years. The same guy. But tell Mama P, say everything depend on watch. 8 months after she take power. And everything she have to deal with it. These are the same guy that chat bullshit. All right. Let me dissect this properly. What's your understand?
Our debt to GDP prior to the advent of the FinSac crisis was 72%.
Hear this. Prior to FinSac crisis, it was 263%. Man, they come in. And then carry it down. And FinSac will start from the it's not the crisis start from the 80s. FinSac are the solution. You hear what I'm calling it? FinSac. FinSac, there is no crisis. FinSac never have a crisis. FinSac was the solution. Yeah? You can hear him. And in chat this garbage and nobody never dissect him properly. Me I dissect him in the morning. Yeah. Remember him just tell Mama Pete upon our watch. Yeah? Continue. Listen here. Listen to garbage when talk. All this when talk be a garbage. Listen here.
Government at the time established FinSac to bail out the collapsed financial institutions.
The collapsed financial institution. So if you never bail it out, it mash up the whole country. Like how they use IMF and destroy the country. So government use them, if the government pay money out at the time are from that budget. From that budget. Every year you have a different budget, you know. And here I'm lying now. Continue. Hold on. Continue.
This bailout cost the country 42% of GDP. You know?
This a garbage. That's a garbage. So him said cost the country. Remember, you know, the government, FinSac, acquire the things them, get bailout, but them have to sell back the things them, right? Okay. Continue. Continue.
In other words, 42% of what we produce in any 1 year.
So if I 1 year, it cost the country 42%, what happened to the other year? In full of shit, you know. Every year you have a budget. Every fiscal year you have a budget, right? So it cost the country 42. But continue, remember continue here where I say. Same like hurricane, cost the country 42 much percent. Okay. All right.
You have to take it to pay for FinSac.
You take it and pay for FinSac. So FinSac never recover the money when them sell the asset. Can the government cover the money there too, you know? Recover the money there, you know? So I'm saying 42% bullshit. Continue. Continue.
By way of comparison, the US government's bailout in
there. US government bailout. If they never bail out, the place is a mash up. And you can't compare the US government bailout neither, you know? Because the US government bailout, where they use US dollars way bigger than where matter, but a bullshit matter. Bullshit. Yeah? All right, continue. So you couldn't compare to the US. US is a bigger bailout. Continue.
intervention during the global financial crisis of
Yeah,
2008-2009 was only 9% of their GDP. So,
brother, what I'm saying? You know what is 9%? Listen, 9% of US GDP. It do half. You put how much country together and it do half it. 9% of US GDP. Even right now. So in a them bailout, that means the world of a mental crisis, not just Jamaica. You am telling about the same time. Okay. 9% of US GDP. It can run the economy for years or decades. 9% of them GDP, nearly 10% of them GDP. Them GDP now stand somewhere around 30 million, right? 30 trillion, right? You take 10% of that, and you see where that run. Yeah? 10% of just 1 trillion is 100 billion US. At the time, they were like $20 trillion. and like 90 billion. If I $1 trillion. See? 9% at 10 trillion and 900 billion US. Jamaica does, the whole economy are like 21 billion US. 9%. 9% at 20. That are like $1.8 trillion. Now me just tell him, 20 trillion. Put it at 20 trillion, at 20 trillion, right? Around 30 now. 9% at 1.8 trillion US. Yeah? That will be, 1 trillion will be like 160 trillion Jamaican. Right now, if you count it that way there. Over $200 trillion. Not nearly 300 trillion. We don't see the money, we don't near it. Yeah? Yeah? And if you leave it in the US, like what I said, leave it in the US. 1.8 trillion with the right now, and we did it lower than that at the time. But right now we're like 21 billion US, the economy value. Yeah? 9%. You can't compare. When I talk, so it's garbage. Bullshit. My crunch numbers, me are telling you bullshit. Yeah, and it's a bailout. Yeah, but me finish what more. Continue.
You see the magnitude of the scale of FinSac.
So you talk bullshit. You see the magnitude. You me just tell you. But we economy is even smaller than that. So you know for them 9%, it's rather you. If you have 9% of for them thing, nobody have to pay taxes for decades, maybe for a century. Because them have money for just run the economy and run the economy and run the economy. It are coming like one of the nuclear ship them. One of the ship them with nuclear reactor I run out 20 years. It are run more than that. We don't need to spend 1 cent. Everything good for Jamaica if you have them money there. We might talk about bullshit. This is a garbage. You cannot compare FinSac bailout and it's a bailout, you know. But this is why I'm doing get political mileage, which is bullshit. The guy is a garbage. Yeah? Continue.
Relative to the size of our economy.
Yeah, hear this?
Within 6 years after the establishment of FinSac,
Hear this?
our debt spiraled out of control from 72% of GDP to 130% of GDP.
Who no get that and run it up? Them, yo, I'm a fact gonna run it at 140 yard. Where Mama P get it. So at them, so that we think, at them run it up. At them come in and run up the debt. Mash up the place. I'm a fact, see I run it up to 260 yard %. I parties them carry it down. So when I talk about bullshit, you see, you know, have no parties in your son, you know, have certain people, yes, and some young people, you know, we never understand so much of this. Then him sit down and tell about a lie. Him just tell Mama people what it when I watch. Continue with him garbage.
GDP. Almost doubling.
You hear that?
That caused interest costs alone
It is.
on the debt to consume almost 70% of tax revenues.
Shall I tell again? Continue.
So just the cost to pay for the debt, the interest.
You know, just the cost to pay for the debt when FinSac set up the thing. This a garbage again, you know. When I talk a garbage, you know. But him can't go front us and remember, and everything that him watch, when run the place, him they are blame some people not that fuckery. When them him get our FinSac out to buy, which it's legal, him can buy it still. Yeah? Because you have to sell the asset. Continue.
1 point cost us 70% of all the tax revenues that we collect.
That's lie again. Because when it pay out again, it not pay out, it done with. So lie matter again. Continue. Lie matter again.
If you add public sector wages to that,
Hear this.
and other things that you have to pay for out of tax revenue,
Then
you basically would have no money left.
You hear this?
You would have no money left to fix roads, no money left to build schools,
Hear this?
no money left to repair clinics,
Let me stop you there, sir. You tell them, sir, them pay the one of these and them not have the money left. Look at Andrew. Look at. But all them do
We
is-
know
Them not have the money
that
left.
there is a generation of Jamaicans who were not born in the 19.
Remember, you know, him say them use the money. That mean them not have the money for fix road. And the road them fix them build highway. Them not just fix road, brother. And he said them not have the money for build school. Them build over 72 school. You don't have the money for the clinic, indoor hospital and do the whole of these things. So all you don't have the money left, but them do. You know, sister, shit him attack. Remember him stand up attack these shit. The other day. So none of them things you will do. Not supposed to do because you don't have the money to do them, right? Look here.
70s.
Look here.
And they have no clue as to how the other party destroyed Jamaica. They have no clue. There is a generation born in the 90s and the early 2000s. They have no clue as to how the 18 and a half years of the PNP destroyed Jamaica.
Remember, I'm saying this is the same guy where I say, Portia get the whole of the problem from them and she forgot to deal with it. And him going back past them and going at 18 and a half years. They can't hold this kind of flip-flop. Remember them not have the money for fix the school and build no road and do nothing, you know. According to Andrew, you know. But let me see what going on at the 18 and a half years. Look here.
Interesting statement, Prime Minister. Let's look at some of the destruction you said the PNP caused, and let's see if Jamaica would be better off without it. The Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA 1990, committed to promoting the development of agriculture in Jamaica to enhance the national economy and improve the quality of life of rural farm families.
This right now, everyone, a matter of fact, is beneficial to Jamaica right through. But them do these things. Remember, them not have the money for do not like them things, you know. Even the part program, where them put money in it. Remember, them not have the money for these things, you know. According to Andrew. But all these things done in at the same time when them attack. Me tell you, say bullshit them attack. Yeah?
That's gone.
Yeah.
The Office of the Utilities Regulation, OUR, 1997, was established to regulate the operations of utility companies in Jamaica. That's gone too. The Jamaica Urban Transit Company, 1998, revolutionized the public transport service within the Kingston Metropolitan Transport Region, Spanish Town, and Portmore. There goes a main part of Jamaica's transport system. But wait.
Hold on. Me just play Andrew said them not have the money for do nothing. So them what? A free get them free. So you come in and build a brand new bus system. You put in highway, you build yes, that's a 64 school, but a 72. You build hospital, the one I made pen there, you refurbish the one of them hospital, put in the one of them, give them something where the government will find the money pay. But him say, the government never have the money for do nothing like this and repair road and do nothing. Them build highway. Them do the whole of these things. Them attack is bullshit. He might live off of the same people them. But he might the same one who say your things depend on your watch. Yeah? Your things depend on your watch. You for deal with them and I don't deal with nothing. Me not tell Andrew garbage. Look what the people them doing at the same time when they say they don't have the money for do nothing. Look here. But look what them do. Without money.
What about Jamaica's first state-of-the-art transport hub for the corporate area, the Halfway Tree Transport Center, that opened in...
So, Finsac mash up the place and it cars where you destroy. Them not have the money left. Me see you as the opposition 8 months old. You tell Mama P everything depend on watch. And you old. But you said Finsac destroy the place. You don't have no money at all left, you know, for repair road, do nothing. But you still do all these things without money. You carry in a big, remember, you know, JUTC gone from 83, them destroy that. You get a brand new bus system, operational for billions. And them not have no money, but them do all these things. In the 18 years, them do this. And this is what Andrew tell you now for Andrew. With the truth front of the eye. Continue.
In 2008? Are you seeing a trend here?
Yeah.
The regulation of the telecoms industry. In 1999, there was only 5% mobile phone subscribers, totaling 120,000 people. This change broke the monopoly, brought new players to the market, introduced prepaid service, lower prices for handsets, and by 2007, there was 100% penetration.
Brother, at this balance, Jamaica open it up to the world. The same 18 and a half years, but they never have no money to do. And carrying other players and broke monopoly and do all these, set the one of these things where you have to live off. Brother, I mean, I show the people them this, but I do it in a different sequence. You take 12 years, what a money from the AAJ, from airport, to run your budget. In at the same time, you take 10 years already, and you take this make 15 years out of the NHT man the bill. For balance the budget, you're going to take 500 more from the FSC, 500 million. This is how them around the country broke because them line their own pocket. See? When I play him and I dissect him take the Jamaican people them for dance and idiot. When I say, this are the 18 years, but this are the same guy where I tell Mama P when in Russia for 8 months, 2 weeks. In Russia, he must say, no, it depends on your watch, don't blame me. But him take the place 10 years plus. And him blame Finsa will bail out the place. Them bail the place with Finsa, you know, and put back the thing per line, you know. But I do the whole of this. So when my talk is bullshit, if the country did mash up, there is no way. Them bring in bus company, I do highway, I do all the whole of these things. Pan them watch. Yeah? This is a bullshit. I remember, brother, go check how much your party and the one of them things back then. Go and go check. How much your grocery and everything back then. And look what Andrew do now. Eh? Continue.
That would be simply no more.
So,
The Highway 2000.
but honest. So them never have the money for build road. I know just them build highway. Them build highway. Remember at the same time in the 90s, 2000 just coming. Them build highway to Christ's sake. And why the whole of the road, go look how much thing them do. But them never have the money to do it according to him. But them do it. It make any sense when you listen to Andrew Holness and them garbage. And by the way, everything depends on your watch. What we say, I will depend on your watch and hold you accountable. You see, man, I say them, Mama Pia go back in 8 months. And you come back and go back in over 30 years. When it make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to nobody. 30 years. Eh? You understand me? I say, this is bullshit. That's why nothing get done in Jamaica. Continue. Remember, you know, him said they don't have no money because they take this, but the people them do the whole of these things at the same time. Him said no money for build school, do road. Them not just do road and patch it, them build highways. And broad another road and do all kind of things. When him say them never have the money for do, but them do it and do more. Him is a piece of shit. Me tell you about Holness and remember, you know, everything front of one face to prove this is how the guy lie. You can't make him go in your brain. They're Patrice. My brains work different. But they're 50 years ahead of them, you know. Yeah, we can dissect any lies and look right through it like that, do. I'm going to crunch any numbers. Yeah, because my brain work different. Then, and if you bring professor front of me, we crush him too. Yes. Can't remember them doing mass production teaching. This name knowledge. Yeah, you know, wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge of power here. Yes. See, I will see 2 things first. I will dissect it. Continue.
Was initialized to connect to Jamaica via a comprehensive highway system, upgrade Jamaica's infrastructure, provide economic opportunities for growth, and create jobs.
So you see this? This with the telephone, adapt up in your country now to the world. Because you have highway where you can move faster. And you have the phone, enough people stay home and them do job. Remember, you know, you buy things online, you sell things online, you do everything, you have email now, you have everything. This is what them give you. When Andrew said, they never have no money to do. But yes, still them do it. I know him do it, I know the JLP do it. him tell lie about some other little thing. Why you think them can't release the report when they spend like 200 million? Why? Because them talking bullshit. All the people them do this, and you said they never have no money for do it, but it do. Or you not allow Andrew Holness to come front and say they never have no money for school, they never have no money for fixed road. The people them build highway for Christ's sake. Highway. Not just one way, them have the blueprint when them come in. Them build the highway. What am I do right now? A blueprint and I like listen, any government coming because of who set it. You feel just continue. The people them build highway. The people them do all of this. Continue.
For the hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans that rely on these highways, can you imagine life without them? The PATH program, 2001, allocated through the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, the Program of Advance Through Health and Education PATH is a conditional cash transfer CCT program.
So, brother, see, I want to put them on food stamp in 1984. When I Google the struggle and thing, I want to read it. 1984, milk powder, liquor rice, and liquor caramel. That alone you get from that. The government, him said they never have no money for doing nothing. But them could have put a cash program part where them put money in at this. And when you go on part, it do the whole of this for you. It help me. Hey, do you check how much people it help right now? Remember the government put in the whole of this thing for balance, you know. Health system and put money in that too. That's when you can get the thing subsidized with the medication and everything. Remember, Andrew said the country must up so them couldn't do none of this. But yes, still it doing now. That for sure say, when sit down and make a little idiot, come out and chat bullshit in our ears. Yeah? If them never open the country doom. It doom. Yes? Continue.
Aimed at delivering benefits to the most needy and vulnerable in society. Say goodbye to that as well. The National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, 2001. That was created to promote sustainable development by ensuring protection of the environment and orderly development in Jamaica.
I want to know this Andrew attack bullshit. So if Andrew come and say, boy, the government never have no money for do nothing, but yesterday them do this. Even the youth car program, you know, the youth car, no partisan going to that. So when you get transport, when you get highway, when you get the road, them never stay like this. When you get part, him going about bus, do all of these cost money. Them going to the cell phone, the internet, do all of these things. But yeah, according to Andrew, they mash up the place. When I see how they make the money and thing and the government have to bail it out, balance themselves and do the whole of this. And him say, yes, still, this mash up the country. This where I live off right now. Me and Darrell Pumbaz, him get Porsche give him 450 bus. Him got a 200 and add, him the bus after bus after bus. Him a garbage. Him a garbage. Continue. You see them use, me tell you, say them use PR and trick a lot of people. Remember when they can't trick me, you know? He's a factual person, you know. Remember when they can't go around my head? The man of the villain is different, you know? Yes. Continue. Where's the calling the part help you to all right. Continue.
Without it, our watersheds, mangroves, and areas like our cockpit country would all be without protection. That's gone too. The Emancipation Park, 2002.
So them get money to do all of these things and you say they never have no money or Finsa. Finsa no mash up place. Finsa can bail out. Y'all lead the people, them mislead them. You have a financial meltdown come from the 80s. With parts in young, where you're part of where are them a SSL, brother, where you benefit from. The same guy who run SSL, parts in young, but him and him was item. And then put too much place in a film plate. And it continue. And you benefit from that. You're not three of them kind of scheme there. You know, and then you talk about Prime Minister. That's why you think you're even certified. Every bad scheme and Holness in it, you know. You're not supposed to do the Jamaica for wake up. This is the lie when tell them do, you know. And if same man I tell as an opposition, I tell Mama Peace, depend your watch. Only by one word. Jamaica for wake up and they lie this thing. You say the people them do not, but yesterday them do the whole of this. And them have the money because they mash up the place, but them do the whole of this. Let me continue.
This lush 7-acre landscape was created to be a reminder of Jamaica's emancipation, freedom from bondage, and a reminder to excel, a green space in the city that, yep, you guessed it, you have to say goodbye to this beautiful oasis. The National Health Fund, 2003. This fund helps improve patient experiences, prescription services, and access to medicine in Jamaica, as well as inpatient and outpatient pharmacy services for the public health sector.
So, them put in all of this without money, you know. Them do this without, them do this without money. And I look about the poor and the needy and put money in them thing that you can get your medication, it's subsidized, and get more care and what have you, because not never did. Remember, say I'm move free health, you know. But man, they bring in and free education. And him say, him sorry he moved the free education. He moved it in 1986. Go straight to university. They're better off for the country. See, man, they come put in these things. Them destroy. Continue.
Infrastructure development and much more. You guessed it. That would be gone as well. Without the major upgrades to Sabina Park in 2005 and the creation of the Trelawney Multi-Purpose Stadium in 2007 and the Montego Bay Sports Complex, otherwise known as the Catherine Hall Sports Complex, in 2010. Tourism Enhancement Fund, 2005. That was established to lead tourism innovation in the areas of infrastructural and sustainable projects, human capital development, and tourism linkages.
If me say lollipop, you would say, boy, we're below this and we do this and we first the money from tourism and meant for $1 billion and we spending much more money and we give people title. These are the people what the people them do up rally. See? This is what them do. But according to Andrew and Finsa, them not have the money for build no road and do nothing. But them do all these things. Me tell us I be a garbage him talk. Him a bullshit. Remember, you know, every year, every fiscal year, you have an next budget. And people pay them tax and the money spent. You see where your money spent, yeah, so. Andrew Holness them. I'll be a fucking talk. Me tell us I'm a garbage. Eh? Or you talk about the people, them and things that make them not have the money and couldn't fix place and couldn't repair road. Them build roads. The road, I am not the lifespan of the road. So if you come in with the lifespan of the road and you want to repair it. A matter of fact, them did have some fund. Yeah, maintenance fund were input now the consolidated fund that 2016 or 2017. Input now consolidated fund. He move it. Road repair funds, you know. Showing it. When I talk about bullshit, you see when you know the thing, them, you don't make him sit down and talk bullshit on you. Jamaica, let me show you something. Let me see if I can do it up yourself. Let me draw up something for now. Yeah? See, maintenance fund, 2005. Look here. Him say we never have no funds to do nothing. See, look at this. I remember just drop at the IS. This is the maintenance fund. This is one from two. See the road maintenance fund approved 120 million for patching. See, this is what? This is 2005. They never ever come in yet. Road maintenance fund. See there? 2002. Wanna see? Hey, remember me not do tabloid, you know? I don't. Him said they never have funds about life. The people them have a road maintenance fund. Him said they never not go so. Them always repair road. It's there. Remember, hey, I'll be a garbage man chat and people sit down and repeat it, you know. Him can't tell nobody in an idiot. Eh? See it here. That's the GIS there. It documented. See there? Road Maintenance Fund Act have to Holness move this and put it in the way you want to put it out. You know. Project Tora received the average of $360 million from so, and they tell you how much money. So when it funded, so them put money in that and them maintain road. Him said they never have nothing, you couldn't have nothing for me. These are lies. These are lies. Them have a road maintenance fund. See? I remember things cheaper back then. See that? And it's documented. See that? See that? It's documented. Don't follow this guy. See that? Look at. See them approve money there. Patch and rehabilitation of some 100,000 square meters of road. 100,000. Which was damaged during the heavy rain associated with Hurricane Wilma and Beta. See there? You see it? Hurricane Ivan, and they must show you funds and square meters of road. See them? Look here. 26,000, and they must show you look at 50,000 square meters. See there? And you can work it out and you see how much square mile, how much miles. You can work it out. So when them come out and talk this bullshit, but road and never fix and all these things are garbage. Them have a them put in a road maintenance fund whenever they let. Because Siaga never repair nothing. So the one of these things when I talk about things like we couldn't repair road and we could them build highways. Them a repair road, them have road maintenance fund. Him put it in 2017. Yeah, put them him take it away from the road maintenance. Can I remember him never maintain nothing, we beat him and him come up with the thing you know. In the last year. No road, no repair. I'm a talk about him go tell the school people them it. No funds to repair road. The same thing when I talk about that him do to the country, you know. Andrew bullshit. Let me continue here, sir. 18.5 years, Andrew.
Gone with the wind. While we're on the topic of tourism, say adios to all the fancy Spanish hotels that bring in so many of our tourists and provide jobs. Thanks to
well, I mean, they are beating, man. We have to beat sense in them people here. Because, you know, when Holness run out for Mama P, 8 months after she go in, and she said, so you know, I have no time to talk. Holness say, everything depends on your watch now. So no matter blame we. We did have the problem, so your problem now, deal with it. No, him stay the other day and attacking bullshit in the 90s and said they never have no money for repair road. The people them just repair road, them bill highway. Them give new bus. Them give the amount of things the people them do it unbelievable. The man just lie and dangerous mistake. See me answer, brother?
Yes, my brother. But I am happy that you're highlighting these facts, right? Because, you know, we on social media, right? And you are in terms of your research, Lonzo.
Yes.
When you can bring out these information, right? And you can expose the lies.
Good.
You understand? You can expose the PR. Because, all right, the road maintenance act of which you are just spoken.
Yes.
Right? One has to understand the level of criminality, what the Andrew Holness had done with that. Because he wanted to steal money also from that fund. Mm-hmm. What he had done, Wayne, is to scrap the Road Maintenance Act. And guess what? All of that money, he takes into the consolidated fund.
Of course.
You know what that means? Simple means he made all of that funds in the consolidated funds now becomes untraceable.
True.
Because he now bungled it by dumping it in the consolidated fund. You know, everything that the Prime Minister has been doing, right, is to show that he's finding ways and means how to steal. It is not about running the country. And I'm glad that you're identifying these things.
Yes.
You understand? Because what he has been doing, right, is to create certain things like the consolidated fund and divert. You understand?
Yes.
Most of the specific fund or the organization of the specific fund. Let us give them a wide example so that they can understand.
Yes.
Now, if you have the Road Maintenance Act,
Yes.
all of the money that collected for the Road Maintenance Act, if you have that under the specific fund, an auditor can just simply go there, audit the fund,
True.
and they can know specifically how much money, you understand, used from the fund. Now, let us explain this. Now, when the Prime Minister take this fund, right, and crush it, and then put this into what we call a consolidated fund, right? It simply means it is now the fund is now merged with multiple funds, just like what he did with NIS,
yes,
right? Education tax, and all of them things there. You understand? Most of them things they now dumped in the consolidated fund. So when they are stealing, you understand? You don't know which funds definitely affected.
Yes,
so then,
yes.
all right, if you have $10 billion, if you have $10 billion group up in a one fund, right, and you have said 10 different items, you understand, that push into that fund and it bundle, right? It simply means it confuses the process. Now, if you did have where it is segmented, an auditor can just go there and the auditor can audit the various type of funds, you understand, and can tell you specifically what happened. But the trick of the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister continue, you understand, to create, you understand, opportunity to steal. This is what the Prime Minister has been doing with Jamaican taxpayers' money.
True.
You understand?
True.
Merging it, you understand, into the consolidated fund. So when they steal from the consolidated fund, right, Wayne, you cannot say, okay, all right, the road maintenance fund, X amount missing. You cannot say, all right, NIS, X amount missing. You cannot say Ed tax, X amount missing. And people must understand, you understand this sort of trickery, what Andrew Holness is doing. All right, let me say this, Wayne, because a lot of people don't get it as it relates to Andrew Holness. You understand?
Yes.
I am not seeing, and the truth be told, Wayne, people might think that we are exaggerating every minute. We alone some mystic sensation just people on Andrew Holness and them now come out for Andrew Holness. The really and truly, the reason is that we can't come out for Andrew Holness because every day Andrew Holness is working the country.
Of course.
So guess what? It now becomes a problem because you and I have to come in every day and highlighting the issues every day. The issues cannot be about nobody else. We are talking about good governance in our people must understand. You understand that?
True.
Of all the corruption charges, of all the corruption that taking place, the Prime Minister's statutory declaration still cannot be certified. And you are asking us, you understand, to leave the Prime Minister alone. We cannot leave the Prime Minister alone because every day, every single Jamaican has been hurted by this Prime Minister, his policies. You understand? Because nothing in this policy is talking about nation building. You understand? Now, look here. Really, you and I know that the Prime Minister is just simple as an artist. And let us explain to the people why you and I will say that the Prime Minister is a con artist. Now, the Prime Minister went on his political campaign, and the Prime Minister speak to the public at large and said, he will never bad mind anybody for them pieces of land.
Yes.
He will never bad mind anybody for them big house. He will not bad mind anybody for making any effort of owning their houses. The Prime Minister even goes as far as said he will help poor people, you understand, to build their home, to build their homes. Now let us see what the Prime Minister actions are in comparison to what the Prime Minister has spoken about. These things that the Prime Minister uttered. Let us see if the Prime Minister fulfilled that.
Yeah.
Now, what we witness as evidence is the Prime Minister, you understand, ordered tractor to bulldoze those people places. Don't give them opportunity to regularize those homes. You understand? This sort of overarching, you understand, leadership and rulership, dictatorship. You understand? I mean, much down several people homes. But remember that the Prime Minister said he will not bad mind anybody for them pieces of the land.
Sure.
And he will help them build. But we see the Prime Minister act now to the contrary. Now let us start now. The Prime Minister promises that okay, he will build right several homes. You understand? For poor people and for income earner. Let us start the facts now, Wayne. What we see the Prime Minister been doing? The Prime Minister has been drawing down on the NHT contribution of taking $11.4 billion per year, you understand, to show up his budget. And so then bring the NHT, you understand, to build low-income homes for people. And then when you look now, the Prime Minister, you understand, don't have the capacity again, you understand, to deliver low-income homes to people. These are the promises what the Prime Minister make. But come again to other things that the Prime Minister promised and don't deliver. The Prime Minister said in 2015 that when he goes into power, what he's going to do, he's going to bring big electricity plants, you understand? And so that people is going to pay cheaper for electricity. The Prime Minister admit that electricity cost is killing the people. But when he goes into power, he is going to ensure that the big energy sector companies come into the island, offer competition, you understand, and so that he can drag them price. Now, Wayne, come on, look at that. What may I use to the Prime Minister do? As the Prime Minister went in, the Prime Minister instruct Ardisha to execute where the Prime Minister even moved the protected plan, the kilowatt hours from 350 to 150, so that the very same poor people who is said he will ensure that they pay cheaper electricity. Guess what? You know, they start to pay higher. They start to pay more. So when all of these things happening, are we to stay by the sideway and look at silent and don't say anything? Don't say anything? No, the Prime Minister is just simple as scammer artist. He's a scammer. Now let us talk about the real thing now in terms of real development. Now watch this now here.
Yes.
Never in our history of politics, and I will always start this because this is serious and people need to look into it because it's very serious. If the Prime Minister mean Jamaica any good at all, let me ask you a question. Can you really believe that the Prime Minister, you understand, I'm making a statement.
Yes.
Can you really believe that the Prime Minister, right, involved in 3 Ponzi schemes that rob investors and so then rob Jamaica the opportunity from developing? No, start the truth. In 2006, the Prime Minister went into Holness, and I will never stop and talk about these things.
Yes.
In 2006, the Prime Minister went into Holness, right? Holness crashed, right? Both him, Andrew Wheatley, and Darrell Vaz, the 3 of them. All 3 of them in a way.
Yes.
3 of them that work in the country, you understand? They were in Holness. All 3 of them were in Holness. You understand? They robbed investors. No, did they stop up there in 2006? Them jump across in 2007 and doing a cash plus. All 3 of them,
Yes.
Andrew Holness, Andrew Wheatley, and Darrell Vaz. You understand? Went into cash plus again and rob the people them again. Rob the people them again. Rob investors again. Did they stop? No, they don't stop. Investors this year robbing. You're robbing people who are investing, No, make a move on. SSL, 2008. Andrew Wheatley, gone in a SSL. Andrew Holness, gone in a SSL. Right, Darrell Vaz, gone in a SSL. Remember, what we are talking about, it is that we are talking on theory, saying, we have the evidence now here.
Of course. It's the evidence here, man.
We have the evidence. You understand? All right. Since we are talking, have you seen any one of them come out and dispute what they said and say, like, they're not in a SSL, they're not in a cash plus? You understand? The Integrity Commission investigators that tell you, you understand, how much money, you understand, Andrew Holness, you understand, put into SSL, put into Holland, and put into cash plus, and put into SSL.
Yes.
The Integrity Commission investigator report and tell us that. So when we attack, you understand? We, myself, interview, you understand, someone in the know at SSL. And when we say in the know of SSL, someone who within the accounting capacity of SSL during such time. You understand? This person revealed to us the names of persons who involved in SSL from the GLP, Daryl Vaz, Delano Steve Wright, Andrew Wheatley, and the list goes on. You understand? We have to remember, we have these evidence. So then here they are. You understand? Using the opportunity of the political process to wrap up the country. You understand? And you know what I am doing a research on. I am now doing a research that I'm going to come out with and show people. You see, whenever any big explosion happens in terms of identifying criminality with Andrew Holness, let me tell you what he's doing now. You understand? Because I have the deep to make the correspondence to show that he always do it. If you have a big exposure of him involving criminality, his administration involving criminality, you know what started to now? He make it bleed out. He make it bleed out for a couple of weeks. And then with it a cool down, you see him go on some private sector project and start to demonstrate about the project. And I tell us, if you take your mind off of, you understand the lies in social media, because what they are telling you lies, and focus on the project that they are doing, particularly the St. Thomas project, right? What they are doing and where blah, blah, blah. You understand? Because they want, it doesn't want us to keep up, you understand, that sort of focus on the critical issues, what are happening. And I realized upon 3 occasions, when explosion come in, the Prime Minister done the exact same thing. And guess what? You have some people now who help the Prime Minister to now sow the seed of destruction. You understand? So that people can just look on it now to say, okay, all right, see that the Prime Minister, they deal with certain project and blah, blah. You and I know, Wayne, that these projects, you understand, have nothing to do with government. They are private projects. They are private investment. And the Prime Minister continues to put himself under those projects. You understand? As if to say that, okay, he's the one, you understand, that pulling out these projects. You understand? These are some serious level of criminality and corruption what Andrew Holness are doing up. You understand? Some serious level of criminality and corruption what Andrew Holness are doing. And you want now, Wayne, I want you to come on the campaign with us, Wayne. In terms of this year, if the Prime Minister statutory declaration cannot be certified, Wayne, we can't allow the Prime Minister to go any further. We can't, no, Jamaica must not sit and have the Prime Minister, Wayne, you understand, going any further, you understand? And it is unfair to Mark Golden. Let us read that this way. It is very much unfair to Mark Golden that every year Mark Golden has to ensure that he submit his statutory declaration on time. And every statutory declaration that Mark Golden submitted, you understand, verified by the IC. Verified by the IC. You understand? And now going more than 5 years, because remember, based on the Integrity Commission investigation, they are saying that, okay, all the years that they had certified Andrew Holness statutory declaration up until 2020, what they are saying in a way, they say they have to take it back. They are saying, let us tell the people what they are saying so that people fully understand. The Integrity Commission is saying, based on the current investigation, all the previous statutory declaration that was once certified by the Integrity Commission, the Integrity Commission now has to now take up the certification of those, you understand, statutory declaration, because guess what? Andrew Holness told them lie. So they have to now, based on this current investigation, you understand, the Integrity Commission is now saying from 1998, we just look at it, from 1998 Andrew Holness statutory declaration cannot be certified with. And remember, look at the people that understand certain things. Remember, said 1998, you never have the Integrity Commission.
No.
So then between the period 1998 to 2016, you understand? Make the people understand, say, it was the Integrity Commission who investigating, It was the Office of the Contractor General.
Yep.
The Office of the Contractor General. So what people need to understand that it is not only the Integrity Commission found that Andrew Holness is corrupted in it.
Yes.
The previous guardrails, anti-corruption guardrails, right? Also found Andrew Holness, you understand, culpable of gross criminality relating to illicit enrichment.
Yes.
So remember now that you understand the Auditor General, right, have problem with Andrew Holness from clear back as 2006. You understand, to 2009 under the investigation when Andrew Holness, when he was in the ministry, uses influence to afford to influence contract to govern. Remember, so that was the first investigation, and that investigation don't have nothing to do with the Integrity Commission, Wayne.
Yes.
You understand? Because the Integrity Commission did not exist at that time,
There never exists a contractor general. So the lies there, but the contractor general, so them are run it, yes.
So it's the contractor general that Andrew Holness have problem with, nothing with the Integrity Commission. Now we can move in from the inception now of the Integrity Commission in 2017. No, I mean the Integrity Commission investigate the Integrity Commission came into being 2017 in a way.
Yes.
Look here. The following year, the Integrity Commission has started a problem with Andrew Holness and corruption,
Yes.
Look at the things that man. Look
Yes.
at the now.
Yes, man.
So then now, so the Contractor General, right, having problem with him, you understand, hand over the patent, you understand, to the Integrity Commission in 2017. You understand?
Yes.
So remember, so the Integrity Commission investigators, they are not investigating anything that covers under the Contractor General, between 2006 to 2009. They are not dealing with anything like that, They finish away with that investigation, because remember, say the corruption Kamika Prince. No, the corruption Kamika Prince. You understand? Letter of the Prime Minister. You understand?
Yeah.
Remember say Prince Kamika.
Baran. Bolo Sem, him just want to say a quick thing. In there.
Yes.
Yeah, Bolo.
This is Bolo.
Yeah, man. So, let's just talk about the Contractor General. I remember Andrew in our video before, he stated that the Contractor General stated that somebody in the, I think it was Richard Hazard, that it was a corrupt act. So I'm just saying that according to record, Andrew Holness has full confidence in the rulings of the Contractor General.
Yes, so, according to record.
Because of that, he should do what he was asking the Prime Minister to do, Richard Hazard, and remove himself.
Yes.
Period.
And it cannot
be that then the Contractor General was, up to standard, and then the same Contractor General will investigate him at that time as Byron has said, and find these things as an issue. Now him now will, them as a credible source now. It's a big flip flop. That's all I really want to say.
All right, but hear this border before you leave. So and him have good confidence in the IC, because remember him bring it into beam, and then draw the laws, but at the PNP, but him bring it into beam, and they want the PNP to leave them alone, make them do them work. Come have confidence in them. No, him say man a turn out and a shot shit. And I can tell you this, the IC are the best anti-corruption body in the whole entire Caribbean, all part of America too. Because them so transparent, it's unbelievable. So when them do on the table, it show everything, every details, and it documented. You understand? So when him come over them attack now, Andrew Whitney can't tell me nothing, you know. Them give him the world chance, him no. So them investigate him for illicit enrichment. And when I come up with his lie, he gonna buy time, like real greed. People have to get serious. These are nastiness. Okay? Alright. Respect Bolo. Yeah, Byron.
Wait.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me leave it. I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Because this is something that we have to bring forth in terms of making the Integrity Commission investigators, you understand, more robust. And where all of our Jamaican brothers and sisters need to understand the great work what the Integrity Commission investigators are doing.
Yes.
Having said that way,
yes.
Do you believe that, I'm just asking a question between you and Bolo, do you believe that giving the Integrity Commission investigators a fear to prosecute simply means that they don't have to depend on the corruption prosecutor, or they don't have to depend on the DPP, you understand, to intervene, but they have a fear now, you understand, to prosecute. They can now investigate the case and put the case directly in court. Would that make the Integrity Commission investigators more robust?
But we said before, we them do it like in Singapore, so them forget the power of the DPP.
Exactly.
100% power. So when them, even when the DPP file for them, can them have a file statutory declaration too. And if them come in with lie, them have the power now for move that DPP, because you get charged and you get charged for move. So them if you have the equal power as the DPP. Feel like, but them police the political class and the DPP and the upper class because of that them do in the public sector. You understand? And them can investigate even if you have private sector like PSOJ, can't them involve. I remember, you know, when Muma call sister, you hear them say that's a crime. When they must say a sister of the car, them could have charged a sister too, you know. If you give them the power now, the sister gone. You understand? If she in the plot. So if them that have the power to investigate anybody where them implicate with Andrew Holness or anyone I'm cronies with criminality, you are going to so like Andrew them could have moved something and billions move and them get a contractor and them do half job and them take the money. Them gone down together because of public funds. You understand? So them forget the power 100%. Them have the power and they clean up the place, you know. That clean up the place. So them not need to go to nobody when them say them are charged. Because by the way, them in a court, you know, brother. Them in a court. When a case go to them, I go court already. So them have the power to charge you. And that's a clean up the place and that better for the country to hold them accountable. Them that get scared and stop thief. Because them know when them get hold a straight slammer. You don't have to go through the DPP. So them forget equal amount of powers. Where's the ball up?
To your point, Mr. Byron, look at Mr. Lewis, look at the FID. The FID can seize people assets now. You understand?
Of course.
So all them have to do is empower the IC properly.
Yes.
To do the job there. And the place will clean up. If the IC have the proper power, these people who are criminals now in places now going to take the thing serious. You feel them I deal with? They can also go and they can do all type of thing and litigation and tie up things in court and one bag of stuff. But the IC need claw and teeth, man, to rip up people, man, who are criminal, man. But we go for the self-thing.
All right, Bolo. Respect, cool.
All right. Exactly. All right. So basically, you understand, you and Bolo support my point. But here the next point that I want to speak on, because we know that this is not going to happen under Andrew Holness thieving administration, cryptocratic administration, a banana republic administration, right? It is not going to happen. All right, here the next thing that I want to recommend. You understand, when we have a Mongolian administration in governance, which is going to be very, very short, in very short stint, we are going to have that. You understand?
Yes.
So we are going to see that because we are going to prosecute these criminals out of office, you know. Definitely, I'm going to prosecute them out of office. So all the legal tangling that they are doing as it relates to so-called due diligence, we have given them that as it relates to their judicial review. You understand?
Yes.
But when that judicial review ended, we still got charged them. Now, here the next thing that I want to recommend here. when we look on the DPP and see how the DPP behaved in terms of the DPP inaction, you understand, in terms of Andrew Holness seems to be swinging in the balance, you understand, as it relates to him not able to have his statutory declaration certified, and the DPP sits there and allow this to continue. You understand? Now, what we are saying that there should be an oversight body, you understand, that supervise, you understand, the DPP decision-making process. And let me say why. We are not going to take the power from the DPP in terms of starting a case, you understand, and end the case. But that sort of decision-making supposed to be supervised by another authority to say, okay, all right, this decision that the DPP made in terms of, you understand, venture into this case, this decision, you understand, was well made and made on sound ground based on evidence. Now, when the DPP end the case, you understand, it should be going to an oversight body if such case, you understand, seek to have public interest and public attention. And if the public believe that, okay, unfairness happened, we know that oversight body is going to know, create checks and balance system to say, okay, all right, did the DPP make the right decision in terms of ending this case? And what basis that the DPP end this case? Now, let me show you a perfect example why I want Mark Golding administration, you understand, to make these two changes. Now, number one, do you remember the situation with the president of National Water Commission?
Yes.
Right, when he was found, you understand, in certain breaches.
In breaches, I'm pleased, yes.
The DPP sit there and delay until certain time pass. Then the very same DP coming out and claiming that, okay, all right, it's abuse of process because, you understand, time has been lapsed. The same DPP saying that, okay, based on the evidence that she look on, you understand, the person is supposed to be charged. But the reason why he's not going to prosecute the person because the person is the GLP is because time lapse. Now, if you have an oversight committee, you understand, who is going to look over the decision-making process. That oversight committee is going to ask the DPP, okay, all right, why did time lapse? Did the DPP engage? You understand? And what caused the DPP to slow in the process of engagement? You understand? What is the breakdown in terms of not having this person charged during the time frame when this person is supposed to be charged? You understand that now we are going to now utilize, you understand, abuse of process to let the person go. Because remember, we are saying that the DPP of Jamaica, both DPP, Paula Llewellyn and Claudia Johnson, obviously win. They are political operatives because we see the level of partiality that they use to prosecute, you understand, anything that seems to, engage by the members of the People's National Party, but fear not to prosecute if it happened to the Jamaica Labour Party. What am I talking about here? If you go back now to the guns as it relates to Philip Farwell, and the next PNP person there, you understand? Both of them charged because they had lost 2 guns. But if you go to the GP, Tom Tavares Finston, and Robert Montague, who lost 4 guns. 4 guns, as opposed to 2 guns. The man that lost the 4 guns, them get off. But yet the man that lost the 2 guns, them get charged. So this is what we are talking about. You understand? Identifying particular case. You understand that? Highly suggesting that the DPP is biased. The DPP is making decisions based on her political preference. And so then we want to abide that. And in terms of abiding this now, we have to know, under a Mark Golding administration, have an oversight committee for the DPP. Do you agree with that, way?
Yeah, man. As I said, the DPP have to get team up, The DPP have to get team up too. You understand? Because in an environment like in a Jamaica, you can't put so much on the DPP. I don't believe in them DPP and thing. If you have an oversight team done upon the DPP, them wanna get lame. You understand? And you have to move certain things that stop and start and stop things they have to move to. I don't believe you have to keep it with them kind of present DPP. Yeah. Like you can just done a case and it done. Kevin, you have Andrew Holness, you go in there and done it. And nobody busy with the consequences. You can't give them give them the power to stop delay, you stop completely. You just done a case like this. When she have friends in high places where you notice you not talk to nobody and nothing like that, Yes.
When the DPP has too much powers.
Yeah, man.
Too much powers given to the DPP. You understand? That power is unchecked.
That stop a case there and that shouldn't be. That will come out and come out of the book. No, sir. No.
Right?
The chap powers are ready to do things. Yes.
So the beauty about this being, like you and I in social media, you understand, and being more when we're talking about service to the people, you understand, you and I have to fight for these things.
Yes.
Fight for these things in order to have a better Jamaica and in order to crush corruption, because we know that, okay, all right, we have to make sure that we have some entrenched policies, you understand, and those policies that we want to bring forward. We want to entrench them into the Constitution so that a government who may take over power later, you understand, can just use a simple majority, you understand, to remove these laws that we want to install. Because not only that we want to install these laws, but we know how to install these laws, and we know we will want to anchor these laws. We don't want to anchor them on a simple majority. We want to anchor them on a 2/3 majority, you understand, that hinge on the Constitution. Right? So when we are in this space, right, we are in this space to make sure that our Jamaica that we love dearly, and beautiful Jamaica, you understand, we preserve the beauty of Jamaica and we fight for the rights of our people, you understand, in terms of holding government accountable for good governance. This is why we are in this space, nothing else. Bless up, my brother.
Yes, my brother. Enough respect, sir.
All right.
Bolo, enough respect. Yeah, man. All right. Let me show you the next thing now. Because Andrew Holness, as I said before, he had this thing. And he used the 18.5 years and said nothing couldn't fix and nothing couldn't do. And this was garbage. Now I do a part 2 on that. Because every time I have to rub this pan Andrew, I have to rub it pan him. And by the way, Andrew, I want to show you this. Because I don't want this. Come see me time around, but I don't want this done. You come and say you have 3.5%, unemployment rate. And the truth is, it more than Jamaica not working. I'm not sure underemployment. What them call underemployment. Not sure much people, and it more than this. Where even the Statistical Institute have put out people. I'm put up this and show you something. I'm put up this. This is upon Andrew watch. Everything matter about we and fully bullshit, Garbage. When you Google it and look at it yourself. See? This is garbage. You understand? I'm put up this. I'm move this here a minute and put up that. Move this. I'm put up this on my screen. Yeah? I'm going to show you the lies of Andrew Holness. I'm going to show you the lies of Andrew Holness. And the guys that might put out this. These are the reality. This workforce, Jamaica unemployment rate stood at 3.7. However, there are over. It's not this, but it's over it. Let me open it bigger, I couldn't see it. That means where Andrew will then put out to Uno is bullshit and lies. Yeah? See that? Now I'm going to show you. So Jamaica, and it's there, it's there for all I want to see it, right? Then I want me deal with Andrew and I let him go with, like some joke thing. Jamaica unemployment rate stood at 3.7%. However, There are over 390,000 working age Jamaican classified as outside the labor force. You can't have a labor force and you classify the people them to have the job figure them. Over more than 800,000, them say over 390. But me I tell you more than 800,000. Over them put them outside. Or if you come with something name outside, them not working, them don't have no job. So the 3.8% Andrew said, we ask him which part in Jamaica the job them there. Here there's no meaning they are not they are neither working alone, working and looking for work. Oh, let me tell you something. There is no statistic in Jamaica. None. Zero. There is no statistic in Jamaica. But go around and take statistic and ask the people them if they want a job. Let me tell you something, Andrew Holness. If you are clean gully now in any ghetto, we come from real ghetto. Barnaby East Kingston. It costs people life when them not get job. Real ghetto, where them do hospital people not gully work, the MP them know this. When you go in there, and you look there, you get a job, money gunshot will fire. If them never get to church over for 2 days, forget some people work, then give them two days. The same man, them way you think of fire gun, them down and they go there throw up with shovel and thing a throw up debris. Serious to God. Over that, another thing, it's over. You have to put over. Come here and tell it more than 800,000. So when you put it that, this is generous. It's over 390, over 700, is over 800,000, not working. So you couldn't get a 3.7 and talk about Jamaica full employment. This is what them say these people now looking at work is lie. And if you put the rest of them where hustle, Andrew do not, Andrew use PR trick, it's there. Start nav it, me has shown it is there. When they come and I make a speech about 350,000, that is bullshit. Say 50,000. I look job. You remember I talk about him like a train up at 350,000. Me I tell him says bullshit. All these things is garbage. Number one, them not go around and talk to the 800,000 people, and ask them if them a look job. Them won't just put it there. A matter of fact, the statistic it never run half of the country when I use. So let me tell you, if you allow the government to put out, them say these people either them not have no job or them not look none. Which every man where you see right there want to work, he rather hustle. Oh, alright, everything can joke me and make. Oh, you think them people there? Remember everywhere block, they hustle for eat at the time, Them weak work age, them don't have a job. Tell me, which part in Jamaica can take up the one of them and give them a job? Right now. You don't have it. The private sector can't take them in. Them want to cut job. You understand? So the people them don't have a job. Them don't. But you see them hustle for eat. Remember all these people we are talking about. If you even put the 50,000 upon this, 50,000, it can over 700,000. Or you have a workforce. You say you cut employment to 3.7% when you have so much people that have a job. Me tell you something like Andrew tell like for the 18 and a half years, and the guy when name Wayne Henry. If it's the next piece of shit, people on the dissect, on the check out anything on the set. Me not do have lie. This is bullshit. This unbelievable. You see it? When you hide the problem, all it do is turn a bigger problem. Listen, you can't start if them allow Andrew, LMCE, if them allow Andrew to continue to tell him lie and then back it, the country not fix. The country not fix. Let me give you a little rundown. Back in our days, if you tell my father anything, we get whacked. Because I remember, we are the generation that grew up on whopping. You have leather belt, you have tambourine wish. We cut them up, me and my siblings, them, because we never have neither, we cut them up when father serious. And you have the one, so you grew up on the one of them thing there. See? Enough of we grew up on that, you will get whacked. Teacher will whap you too. We grew up on the one of these things. Right? But if you come and tell Every time they come out of the yard, remember we have food, we have everything, you know. Every time they come out of the yard, we still have to see, and we have the hill for climb, and we have the youth them. So you know, so we, yeah, you have to talk, you know, because we have to feed them too, you know. We have big pattern thing, and we feed them. See? So that's how we, you know, you always have that yard to like share. And you want to play some cowboy in India, you want to do some sea lick, and you want to do some things, you know, especially in a school time when holiday, you know, say, you're there home, you know, you have to go do some sea lick. And you have to go do some hill and climb the hill first, second, and third hill, bike hill, and do your thing. That time the place nice. See? And you know, them go people look out for father. Can you remember I have our own there, etc. Look out for him. Let me tell you something. When you come and call me name, when you come out of the yard and me that they get wrong, you know, you get your ass pop. Yes. See? Yes. When them come and that are the old man. We see other people though. We have them youth where them youth never rang yet. I see them youth they dead out. I see one time I go up on the road. That years ago, because the youth a father dead now. And him said, Lonesome Brown. He might talk to me and say, look how Uno stay. And that. But my father's a different father. And my mom a different mom. And him pick them dead out. One of them, him have two iron in a man. Him son, you know. And me told him, I said, go come and give him father back chat. I'm going to put on the yard. Put on that man, what kind of disrespect? And him father said to me, I say, see, Lonesome Brown, then have the manners. Him father has spit around him, you know, sit down. And them guy cast off him father, you know. Him father dead now. And them think that me change all of you, that's you. See, him father say, cheap, them now the manners and Lonesome Brown and blah, 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 blah. But me remember how them grow them. You couldn't run for him, the father, the mother, them in course. But my parents are different parents, you know, real parents. So I just owe you brought up still. See? I owe you brought up. So, you know, you go up and I get up, but I get up with principle. Me could have talked to him, I have 2 firearms. Me could have tell him to put it down. Me know when remember when the mother come from hospital with him in 1976. But me I tell you, say, them never give him, them not give him. Them again them pick around, and some see them enough of them will go, them just die out. Them get in a mix up, them never mind of them own. I think me see him doing it. Me see him in my life. Me see him. Me see him. Give him things to do and put him on construction, take him uptown, go on way. Yeah, me see him, take him out of all of that and save him. See? Cause just we that, you know. You understand? So we know I get to run, you know. We know it run. And you see when you have work, them want work. Because police leave him astray. We know every police come for them and carry them from thing. We know everything around, you know. When you hear me attack, I do tabloid, you know. Enough of them police you say I pick up like them I want, but I know about them, you know. Them are shit. You understand? When I say about do something, I say about look at them are criminal. I wonder when you hear me tell you that, I can't go into details. Me not make up none, because them are going to use youth. Chances are the youth, them youth and I like, me don't know people, I talk to everybody. Me don't talk to everybody. Me not carry wire fence. So I know more than what me even attack. But me burn them, because I know them youth, they get the youth and mix them up. See? Me know the foolishness with them. You understand? This is how Andrew run out and I trick people. If you have so much, let me just ask you know, Andrew Holness, can you blame the 80s, you know, the 90s, you know? And you said they never have the money for fix road and do all kind of thing. Never gonna do a part 2 and chop that back by itself. Can you have so much you can talk about where you say fix something, I'm gonna rub you out. So I'm gonna do a part 2 for that. Maybe later tomorrow, but we have to do a part 2. Where we are gonna finish dissect you with the garbage because you say, you know, the 18 and a half years mash up that they can't do things. Me never better show them the amount of school bill. You say them couldn't build school, them can't build, but them build every years. And them give part, them build bus, them bringing back the bus, build bus, step and do everything. And you say them couldn't do it. You're a piece of garbage. Me hear y'all saying 18 and a half years, but transfer the most wealth from the poor to the rich. And I call Mark Golden name. Listen. Mark Golden get free money and Mark Golden earn more than richer than Mark Golden. If Mark Golden did a transfer wealth from him instead of film business, The man, so when him sell him place, too much money him sell it for. Mark Gold don't go have 100 million. Do all him values. With him house and him not have no money yet. I want no money. That means Mark Gold is supposed to have the billions of dollars then if money they transfer to him and Peter Bounty. Now anybody in the PNP, them supposed to have billions. You know when I have not all have billions, I show better. Your wife a bill place 800 million people. And these are the things they put together and not say much that bullshit. In my garbage. Look on the workforce. Where I talk about no laws and them put it out 3.7. Most of the people they're not working. This is lie. And if you're low in the lie, where you think it take a turn? Eh? Where you think it turn? If you're low in them lies. Look how much people now work and it's more than that. You can Google it. The one them now work. Them said over. Anything here say over 690,000. Them either in a Jamaica classified as outside. You could have feel good in yourself for 10 years. And you have people at working age and more than that too. And you see them classify outside the workforce, all them that eat. You see them now do crime, them have to hustle for make something, and you see them classify out there. Yeah? Yeah, man. This don't make no sense. Them classify outside the workforce, and then you say the one them, let me ask him something. We're very, very serious on doing this. Staten get to accumulate so go 50,000 outside the workforce a look job, but the other over 690,000 not looking a job, and them not have no job. Them outside the workforce. You don't feel good. If you know you have young people who can work, them just sit down and have the work, or them feed themselves. That means them are hustle. And you call this outside the work fucking force, then you are do good for your country. Don't you encourage them to come work? It not the work for them, you know. But when them put out this bullshit, it don't make no sense. It makes zero sense. You understand? The shells. Remember, I born that straight, you know. I have not talk about that right now, but I born that straight. Remember, we have over 2,000 nurses, critical nurses. One nurse to more than 40 patients couldn't be cool. I talk about that a long time. Maybe if I watch back, come a couple of the show them, I'm going to leave out nothing, you know. Yeah. You understand? So this don't make no sense. When you make one of us go around, so my party, when you know it's a lie, that means nobody now working better. If you have a workforce of 1.1 million people and then over 600,000, over 700,000 that you classify, over 690 people say them no want to work. And you don't talk to them. And me, I tell you, if you can go and work, if you go in any one of these brought down places and you have a little thing for them, fight over it. This don't make no sense. So you allow these people in the country, or them mind themselves and do things. We're not seeing no thief, you know. This don't make no sense. I remember every year, it's a school holiday now, and more people that out of job because them leave school. Every year you have thousands leave school, you know. Got it. So them make up on this and them sitting without a job. You know, so when Andrew tell you I'm bullshit. You know, see what Staten put out a garbage. We don't realize. About 3% and around 50,000 people not working. But Jamaica full employed. What the fuck happened to you and Holness? I still have to come back, come finish, me sure. Because I rub him out completely with the garbage. We're going to put the whole of them to you. Yeah? I see my time really run off. But let me put one more thing to you, because this alone throw you off. So people, when they talk about them fully employed, that's a lie. When you can't have this, it has shown somebody at 3.7%. However, there are over 690,000 working age Jamaican classified as outside. You don't have something named outside a fucking labor force. They're not working. So you can't put something that meaning they need a working. Now looking up for work. None of them no come interview none of these people. Underemployment remain an issue, with thousands working part-time who want more hours, particularly in aftermath. So they're not the underemployment, and you want more hours. See there? You can get this from the international labor thing. See there? And like a UNESCO thing. What this I can tell you about it. According to according to the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, Staten, labor force survey, outside the labor force, there are approximately, it's more than this people, more than 800,000, 694,000 individuals of working age who are not actively engaged in job market. Uno have any job market for them engaged in? First of all, you have a job market where the people them come out and engage in. That for sure says start the where Andrew put out about 3.7 and fuckery. Brother, don't let them get away with this. When you look on these things, you're supposed to look and see everybody at work. Me tell you, somebody not work. Eh? If you have nearly 1 million people not working, yeah, and we have 2.8 million people, what the fuck happened to you? Or you talk about with the 3.8%. And you print that pen paper in an election, change up on a chat fuck and these people not working. So a country can grow. You don't need nobody. If you come in your country now and not talk about if them are going to stay and them fuck here. That means people are suffering in our country like hell. No, Andrew, I use PR a fuck up on the brain. This, I'm going to come back with this, you know. I'm going to come back with this. Yeah? And don't tell me say people them now look job. When you call everybody I look something. If you go away, man. But look on the big lie. Let me tell you, let me tell you now again, people. Let me tell you something. And listen to me good. When you want knowledge, you want to say, no, we have it, you know. And there is not, but you can't tell me what me can't answer. Unless me don't want to answer, me just don't answer. But remember, you can't twist me up. If you send pastor, him can't twist me up neither. No pastor can twist up this man. None. None. Because first, as he come front of me, I rub him out. Because I just ask him some question when he can't answer. And it's some simple question. And you can't put the professor in front of me neither. None. Knowledge of power. Knowledge of power. Knowledge of great power. So them can't come with them theory and bring it in front of me. If you have a country running and you have more than 700,000 people not working, or you said, I remember we have 2.8 million people according to them, even for 3. And you have 1 million. Remember, you have to take out the baby them out. The people them can work. You have to tell me over 694,000. Over that. Right? And them have a job. The one them will reach working age. And every year people are graduate and it'll pile up even more. Right? And you say them need them now look work. What they work for them look? You have work for 700,000 people in Jamaica. You have work for them. Show me which part them are going to work. Where? Can't remember you have around 60,000 or so in the boy answer phone. Where the rest are work? Them don't have a job, figure them. Private sector can't hire you. So where them are going to work? Them definitely don't have no job. None. See? So you put them out of the workforce and then come up and say, me have 50,000 I look job. Them in the workforce. Them I look job, but nearly 700,000, me I tell you 800,000, so it starts. That's wrong. But them come and say approximate. Say 700,000 that. Can 190 around 700,000. Still not far from 800,000. You say them now in the workforce, or them outside of the work. Or you classify them as outside the workforce. Me have people who can't get a job in a system, brother. Eh? So, you say Jamaica in a full employment for win election, and you come put 3 points and say everybody at work and Holness. All these are lies. And then when you swallow these lies, that guy will not do better. Jamaica it has stuck in a time warp. It will not do better. This is garbage. This is unacceptable. That's what me show no. That alone I kill Jamaica and you know have no future. Yeah. See? Because them not get a work, you know. I mean, it's no industry to swallow them up and give them a job. But when you know Andrew say, yes, my administration, 3 pointed, and then put the rest of people them where I look job, can't get a work. Because me can't tell you, If you go and a clean a gully now in a them area, them war feet. If you go and do work, you see man come from a part and say me if you get job, man come here because the one of them want work. So this bad. You understand? It bad. And just to collect less taxes. All them people maintain themselves. Then you say no police, you go kill them out. All right, look at me. Last year election, there's so much people and job hungry belly are running behind him. When people are their job. If people are working, can't trick themselves. Makes them hungry. Suppression to control the population. So when they put out a fake statistic, and it's not good for your country. It's not good. I'm tell you, that means, hey, if you have a workforce, I like 1.4, and 5 not working, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah. You understand? Yes. Because most of them not working. And then people have to eat food every day to survive, and they're there. So them hustle to survive. So somehow Andrew say, all right, to the boy, they must stop. Set them out of the workforce. You can't go say 200,000 of the workforce, and then you gotta see the workforce, you gotta see it high like 20 or 30, 40%. 40% not working. So that it drive them down. So when you talk to them, put Wayne Henry up there and have them there around there. So I put out bogus, but Jamaica full implied. Who follow this shit? Me I talk about it long time. Yeah? If you allow Andrew to manipulate and put out bogus, me not work out for bogus figures. So start know better than this. Yeah? Them not interview these people and say, if you look work, me I tell you everybody want work. Everybody want work. Me not even ask. They want to build them own thing. No young people now sit down. If them could get a job and build them thing, because they want money. What of them want money? You must want people want money that woman and man go backward and sell themselves. Them sell themselves. Enough of them go join that, you know. And in a ghetto, enough woman and so the little people them get abused. Forget our money, skin of run. You know what I'm just telling you? Yeah? So him come with bullshit. Them come with bullshit and it can't work no more. Yeah. You understand? That's why it's so much pedophilia run up and down all in that place. See? But that's true. That's true. You know, me speak truth to power around here, you know. You understand? But that's true. You have to speak truth to power. Me I tell you. So, the 3.7% where I talk about is bullshit for crutch numbers. If you put up that front of me, the unemployment that. Nothing about underemployment. Fuck free attack. Those are unemployed. They have no job. Don't come up with something else and underemployed. And then you just bung up some people. You never chat to an interview. You just say, hear this. Them now look at job. But them now look at job. And you must know. You don't know what's a job. The politics, Andrew them like give them a job, you know. Yeah, when Andrew give them a job. When a politics time, them get paid for company the boss is a job. Because you can't get them to listen to, you know. You see them come and a gamble. And then company the boss because you have to pay them. That's for sure them want to work. Them take that for your job. They may pack up, you have to buy them gas and everything for move. Because when I look robot, when I look for build a country, when it's a piece of shit. When they trample poor people, remember the man in the wilderness, you know, them can't tell me nothing, you know, them are shit. They are shit. Yeah? Me I come back with part 2 of my thing and show about the 18.5 years. And Andrew, me I wonder if in the 18.5 years, if the people, them yes, on the road, they never fix something, the people, them get highway, them give 72 school. And that's why I play 64. Brand new school, them all are building, you know. Over Portmore, the amount of things them built in the 18.5 years. But Andrew said, because of meltdown, them couldn't build school. These are all lies front of you. It make no for one drive car from down there. But him said it will meltdown, but no for one get too much vehicle. No for the used car dealers where it spring up in the 90s. And because of what Patterson do. We have internet when you can buy things and sell things online and do no business And the people are calling in now, everybody have phone and inside in a phone box a line up. That are the transformation in the 90s. But Andrew said, them never do nothing. And him do it, you know, in benefit. Same like a benefit for Manley. And him come with life, same like with the job. These are the things that I hold him. I have to hold him foot to the fire. And by the way, him say, Mama P, 8 months, 2 weeks. Him say, Mama P, you're the on your watch. Don't tell me about what me do. Me play it. Talk about what you eat upon your watch is your problem now. Deal with it. Andrew a shit. And him cabinet a shit too. Yeah? Him cabinet a shit. You can't trick the people them, brother. You're too evil, man. What if you do if you play like you don't use well, then people catch up on you when they do. Eh? You are gonna make them play cheaper light. You are gonna do this. I move them from poverty to prosperity. Them can't buy food now. Them not have nowhere to live. Them not have no money, no bank book, nothing. Nothing. You make police a work and kill them out. That people don't make him play politics with them. You for all government accountable. All them accountable. Don't let them come and go in your head. You think him could have tricked me? No, them, you remember them run, come on here, you know, but them say, hey, them money are solid down rock. You can't go in alone, so bed with nothing at all. Me no work, so. We are standing up for the poor and needy. Saying, yeah, we no work, so. We no flip-flopping, I never flip-flop yet. See what's power me I do, you know. So we no do flip-flopping. Saying, hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. Saying, yeah, man. We never win on this, you know, but we not do flip-flopping. So even the rate where they matter about 3.7%, and the first in Jamaica, this designed by Wayne Henry and them, to come talk fuckery. If you have human being, living, breathing human being, we reach work age and cannot get a work, and there is no amount of job, you could have put them pan because there is no job. Yeah? So you know, say, yeah, them underemployed, them now look at job, don't them eat food. No for them to sell them skin, both man and woman. Forget the money for eat food. So if you get them a job, them money a job out them body like this. Backward full. And no for your guys, them go run a backroad train. You know? Yes. Yeah, Big Mama say if you don't go a back road, you don't have no life. Well, Big Mama, that means Big Mama go, because him appear, you know. When him go a back road, him appear. Because I'm going to take some of the little youth them from on a back road. So you know that go. Them are shit. Now if you come back with a part 2, come finish, dissect you. Because you're nasty. So by the way, me see this to Andrew. Me never gonna show it. But I'm show you this, very important. Yeah. I report you, I'm never going to carry this, I'm never going to question, no. This is how I want to treat the people then. But let me show you what I see in the paper today. This is very important. Let me put up this. This is very important. Here people, very. This is about the aliens that we want to carry in the place. See that? Let me draw down this. Yeah. This is about the aliens that we want to carry in the place. I'm going to open it a little bit more. Yeah. It's up today. Jamaican American advocate has formally requested that members of New Jersey congressional delegation launch an inquiry into the third country national agreement signed between Jamaica and the United States. In a letter sent to the federal lawmakers, New Jersey constituent Patrick Beckford asked U.S. Senators Cory Booker and Andy Kim, as well as Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman, to demand a full transparency from the U.S. Department of State about the Memorandum of Understanding governing the transfer, housing, and screening of migrant population. And it them more in the paper. That a book. See? So people want that open. Because this is not something where Andrew's supposed to hide from nobody. None. Jamaican American advocate. It's not something where they want because this is garbage. You understand? Well, Andrew does school over and over the years. It's just total garbage. You know? Andrew play with phone head, but him cut down unemployment. But I'm asking before, which part of the people them employ? The man come and say him get 300,000 people water, so much people now. Look how much customer them are. When they get them people, and when you look now, people now have the water no way, them happy a black tank. This is all them lie. You know, tough time come out and say, my bill, and refurbish up a 100 and clinic. Ask him when them there. Because when you look at the clinic, then one of them run down and all kind of things. And you come out with the same station, when you look station and Fred and do all kind of things, not go neither. But them do them just throw out a number and just say the people must for that. And for God say no, people living in the district, one of them have phone can video place and say no. And then place not fix. The man them have money straight. He might talk about from the rich, from the poor to the rich, the biggest transfer of wealth. When the PMP, when things that said that in the PMP, the biggest transfer of wealth, he might talk about the big boy Siaga and all of them. And that them do. He never talk about PMP transfer money. Look, go look for all the PMP in the 90s if them rich. And look for Andrew Holness riches. And look for Andrew Whitney who are barefoot and all of them riches. They are garbage. Yeah? Me I come back with a steady part 2 I show ya. Come finish beat. And by the way, when I lock up, the guy will shoot the young girl there. Because that's a murder. I want to put out his bullshit. But when I put out, listen me, a garbage. Tough tongue. Let me show you this. I can't pass it on to show you this. What tough tongue there? What do you think? Tough tongue, look here. Look.
This not good. See them there? This not good. See them there? This not good. This not good at all, Mr. Topton. This not good. See them there? See them there? This not good. See them there? See them there, Mr. Topton. That's not good. This not good. See them there? See them there? I see one machine there doing work. No good.
You see for them there, one of the workers them here tough time. It has sure said that the bed them now have no linen. See them tie up there. And one machine. You can't have one. We have to have some industrial machine and wash them. Tough time, we will do better than this day now. Them are spam, man. We will do better than this. Bed now have no sheet, not time of the day. When they wrap up like this and send out, you know, they may have to wash papa and scallop up. Brother, they may have seen, you know, brother. They may what people are get for use back, they may have seen, you know. They may have seen, man. Eh? And they have one machine and people have to carry them things and, you know, more and go to the little bang. More and go to the little bang in the day, yeah. Because I don't be there yet in Andrew, I just start, but I see my time. So I come up. But when I go up to the little bang, can you talk about road? And you talk about road. I see you around there, I do this, but when I go to the bang, yeah, so. I have to go to the bang. Hold on there. Look on the bang, yeah. People, who not laugh, might laugh, but I see where I go on, yeah, so. Yeah, I just put up a bang, yeah, so. See? You remember this? Look here.
Yeah, man.
You see, carpet.
But now I'm doing out. Look down, people. Look what Anne-Marie Vaz says she fix. What Vaz? She said, if you look down, it's a carpet. I didn't say no. Look here.
Look down.
Yeah, man.
You see, carpet.
No, look on the road where them continue and fix. And the Korean are so it's stay. They may on the road. They may have waste some money. You spend $200 million to fix 1 kilometer road and then it's still like this. Eh? Look here.
When you look down,
Yeah, man.
you see, carpet.
This bad doing now. This bad. When you look down, you see carpet. See the road there?
Down,
Yeah, man.
you see,
You said fall up. Said fall up. But you're still under there, so I cut more ribbon. Look here. When them tell you it said can't fix, look here. Look here.
After 3, 2, 3.
Me tell you, say, well, you know, people at Jamaica to get real. No, you have one little piece of road like this, I can't put them, you know, and you have cut ribbon, put things. This costs millions of dollars to buy, man. All this guy do is PR. When you have to repair a road, You have to have these people at country band. Them a give them friend over $5 million to do these things. To carry this and put there and then come and... So these are way for have money. These are ways. Yeah? When you have a road, you know set up a lifespan and have a repair. For them road just mash up same time. These are garbage. Hey brother, may I come back on the 18 and a half years thing. Give your word, may I give you full show. So may have some other things in it. Cause the firearm thing, but I have to come and give you have to give food. $1 million to spend for this. When I cut country by millions. We see that Portland too. The urban is an urban, where call it now, what we call it? Cause that's not about no center, nothing at all. Him up there, I walk. It don't make no sense. The one at center must know that can't open. 1 year plus. Nobody can take up that. You understand? Yeah, man. Super reasonable, you say. Run as some hold them with real things, I don't have garbage with them, you know. So make me just run and recoup till later. You know, me come beat them again. You know, me now run put them. Remember today, our granddaughter Earth Strong. And then when I look out for mine very soon, I know that in a party style. So instead of me there, I prepare me for there, I beat them. Can you imagine, man? When I prepare for party, I beat them. Remember, you know, it's coming up soon. Don't forget it. Say soon. All right, I'm on this, so I know it go already, Angel. I stream we are beating. My virgin particular say, boy, let me tell you, now the time, you know, because Angel them hold you out. So when you feel look boy, you think you have to beat him every day, because be lies. I true you talk Patrick, but we still have to go out with my thing. We still have to beat him for true. Can't let him go. Remember when I do tabloid runners, but runners, I'm going to play some nice R&B runners. Maybe later and them thing this up. When I draw it up, I look way load some down, TikTok round this up. When I can't miss it. Saying, round this up. Remember, I'm a musical teacher, you know, so we know this, we're a professor in music. We never draw in music. So when we round this up, we don't do politics, but we're going to the history of music. Yeah? So round this up, now you hear some tune where when I grew up on, when I Friday, not even radio station, I play them. I remember the garbage, I play the garbage. I play a real tune round this, yeah? Different from me, I play like my sound system now, when I play some nice big dub. Big dub! I don't play garbage. But I play some nice R&B round this up to, you know. Some nice tune, you know. So, I'm going to go back from the 50s and 60s and 70s. I like, I specialize in them time, in the 60s and 70s and 80s. I like them tune they grew up on, you know. You understand? Yes. And the 50s too. So we playing in the 90s and thing, but them tune, they know some tune where yes, them sing down there. Hey. When you hear me around this, I worries. Anyway, later, I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'm out.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber dude.
I'm not a Judas, them a backstabber. I'm my wife, and this straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Maybe the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold. Like a bull man, we send us the glamour. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line to line. Become a lyrical filter, put up in the rhythm, they load some more hole in a hater. Lyrically inclined.
Well, I may just run out and leave this like that, but me I sign out. Jaja, later, gonna go have some pop more want, you know. Drink some pop out.